Yeah. And so, needless to say, I saw a once promising career, and my life for that matter, spiral down the tubes. And hey, I thought I had it all, I was gonna buy a yacht. I always dreamt of going to med school. And once I was there, I just thought becoming an OBGYN was a perfect fit, I really thought I was discovering who I was. But then it took me to open up my own practice until I discovered my disability. And I
It's okay, Len. You've shared a lot for today. Now, I know that it can be difficult, but I want you to remember that you're in a room full of people who understand and who care about you.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you.
That's something I'd like all of us to remember. Now, I know that the outside world isn't always so accommodating for people like us, but it's important to keep in mind that there are people out there who care. We can share in each other's struggles and each other's triumphs. All right, now, why don't we all join hands and say our affirmation?
Sorry.
Can I help you, young man?
Yeah, I'm Brian. I'm looking for the support group.
Oh, yes, of course. Come in, please. Grab a seat. You're very welcome here.
Okay.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Dr. Dan Mengele, the founder of our little support group here.
Dr. Mengele. All right.
Yes, I see you've noticed my condition. I, too, struggle with this disability day after day, but I think that my personal experiences allow me the insight that I need to help others come to terms with their own disorder.
What disorder are we talking about again? I'm looking for the support group for the recovering cokeheads.
Oh, well, they actually meet up the hallway. We're the support group for unfortunately named Americans.
Is that real?
Sure is! You idiot! You tried going through 8 years of medical school, then 3 years of residency, just to become a gynecologist named Len Clawhammer!
Yeah, man, we don't need your closed-minded bigotry in here, okay? We get enough of that in the real world.
Okay, guys, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make anybody mad.
No, it's quite all right. I think that sometimes we forget that the outside world is largely oblivious of our condition. I've tried more than once to raise awareness in our local community, but I'm afraid that nobody wants to attend a charity event organized by Dr. Mengele.
Sounds tough.
Oh, it is, Brian. And Len and I here aren't the only ones who struggle with it. Why, take Joris here. He emigrated from Holland with only a dream, put himself through law school, even opened up his own law practice, only to come down with an extremely unfortunate last name.
Whoa, what is it?
Contempt of court. It's a traditional Dutch name, but here it has unfortunate similarities, especially as a lawyer.
Yeah, I can see that.
You may see, Brian, but I'm not sure that you understand. English wasn't even poor Joris's first language. Now, they let him apply for a business loan, put a ad up on a billboard, even film some TV spots. And the whole time there was his name spelled out in 5-foot-high letters for the whole world to see. Joris Contempt of Court, attorney at law.
Needless to say, business has not been booming.
I think you mean booming, right?
No. I'm saving for transgender reassignment surgery. It is boobing, right?
See,
Yes?
Brian, we're just like you. We have careers, we have goals. We dream of one day experiencing sex as a woman. But the outside world takes for granted all of the opportunities that are routinely denied us.
What opportunities?
Oh, how about the opportunities to build a life for yourself? Or maybe the opportunities to do what you love and then hope that someday your hard work finally pays off. How about that?
Now,
one?
Lucy, I acknowledge your fury, but I must ask you to restrain yourself, all right? Now, remember your affirmation.
You're right. I'm sorry, Dr. Mengele.
Lucy here has more of a reason to be angry than most. her condition didn't manifest until later in life, so she had the opportunity to experience firsthand so many of the things that will now be forever denied her.
Wait, how do you suddenly be afflicted with a shitty last name? That doesn't make sense.
I got married, all right? And my husband, he's a shock artist, very prominent in the indie scene, all right? And when we met, he was just starting this series of work meant to satirize the Western civilization's growing ancestry worship, all right, you know? And so he had to drop his last name because he wanted to better symbolize how he viewed the world. So he's my soulmate, and I love him, and to show how much I respect his work, I also dropped my last name and hyphenated mine to the new symbol he chose.
Okay, so what? Your name's Lucy California Raisin Peace Sign or something? Like what?
Not quite.
It's okay, Lucy. If you're not ready to say it, we understand.
No, Dr. Mengele, I think it's finally time. Okay, Brian, you know what? You want to know what my name is? I'm Lucy Harris.
What's that?
It's my last name. I'm Lucy Harris.
Lucy suffers from a rather advanced case of Surname Association Disorder, or S.A.D. Now, there's no cure, but it is treatable, and, well, I'm so pleased to see Lucy take such a tremendous step forward in her recovery.
Okay, all right, that's pretty weird right there. I'll tell you. Okay, that's really weird. But I don't get how you people can't have dreams now. It doesn't make any sense to me.
I was living my dream before I got married, okay? And then I changed all my business cards, and suddenly there's a giant turd on all my promotional material, and what do you know? All the businesses dry up, and, you know, nobody wants to come get catering from Lucy Harris, you know, picture a dog.
Now, Lucy, I acknowledge your fury again, but please try to remember your affirmation. Now, Brian is simply trying to come to terms with all of this.
Okay, you know what? This is... all right, I don't... Okay, so... You know what? You guys, this doesn't make any sense, okay? I have a coke addiction, okay? That's a real problem, all right?
Well, drug addiction is often a sign of dissatisfaction with one situation. Now, tell me, Brian, did something drive you to use drugs? Was it perhaps the endless taunting of your schoolmates? Or maybe the inability to hand in a resume without hearing your interviewer try to stifle a laugh? Come on, Brian. All of us shared. Now it's your turn. What is your last name?
My name is Brian Shart. God help me, my name is Brian Shart.
Welcome home, Brian Shart. I'm pleased to tell you that you're not alone.